Hey everybody, we're doing coffee talk on Tuesday this week because I am slightly more awake than usual, which is good. This question gets brought up a lot. I talk to a lot of you guys, both in like Messenger and comments and stuff, but then I also set aside some time, usually every week, if not every other couple weeks, to talk with artists and creatives and producers and just connect. Sometimes it's giving free advice and sometimes it's just getting to meet other people in the industry, which is awesome. And I feel like this question comes up a ton, and I bugged a lot of my creative friends with the same kinds of questions like 8 years ago, in my mid to early 20s. And we talked about this a little bit last time, right, with the experimentation stuff, but there are actually ways that we can like make wise experiments, right, where the risks are calculated already. But the question that comes up a lot is usually in regards to merchandise or how our music gets out. So it's like, all right, should I just stream my music? Should I make CDs? Should I make vinyl? I like vinyl. Should we do cassettes? Those are coming back. What do we do? And the answer to that question is, well, it depends. Depends on your fans. If I've learned anything in the last 2 years, it is that while our fans have a lot in common with us, they obviously listen to similar kinds of music if we are one of their artists that they follow and they like and actively listen to. So there's going to be some similarities, but they don't care about the same stuff we do. So, for a long time, artists were still hanging on to CDs, and they liked them not because they really liked the CD. They didn't like the medium itself. They liked being able to print something and have it in their hands. They liked being able to sell something for the going rate for a while was like $15 for a CD at a live show. So they liked that, right? It could cost somewhere around like $2 to print one professionally, and you could sell it for 15. So $13 in margin is pretty awesome. But then we just kept doing CDs even though nobody was buying them. And now, including myself, me and a bunch of my friends still have CDs boxed up in closets somewhere, and I've moved them across the country multiple times as I've moved, and you just end up with all this crap, it's lost earnings. So now that vinyl's cool, I collect vinyl too from my favorite artists. And so vinyl's cool, but if your fans don't like vinyl, then it doesn't make sense for you to spend the $8 to $9 per copy. That's a minimum price to, if you want to order 100 vinyls right now, it costs $800. Now the ROI on it is way positive if you can sell it. So that's a roundabout way of saying the answer to that question of what should I buy, what merch should I do, what format should I sell my music in, it all depends on what your fans want. If you don't know that, and if you don't have a system to have that relationship with your fans, to find out what they value, to give them that, you're not going to last that long. It doesn't matter if you're on a label. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter at all, because value is the name of the game. So it's the same with putting out content. Should I, I've had some artists be like, yeah, I hear you. I see you putting out content all the time. It's really valuable to me. How do I do that? and build a fan base, because that's what my clients are doing. They're like, I think it would be really cool to do, I had one client who got caught up in like, I think it would be really cool for people to see like how I record stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, you think that's cool. Do your fans think that's cool? And he sat back and he was like, I don't know. I was like, so you got to ask them. Come to find out, it was a no. Because they don't care about the same things we care about. We geek out about equipment. Like, I've got a bunch of guitars. I've got a few amps. I just bought a drum kit. Like, I geek out about gear. General music fans don't. You've got a lot in common with your fans. They are not exactly like you. And that is the trap we can get in, is that we're just like, well, I want to do what I want to do, and that's how I get out. That's how I do what I love. And it's like, I'm with you on music. Do music that you love. Don't release music you don't like. Don't create music you don't like. But when it comes to connecting with fans, it is all about them. Okay? So don't forget that. Value is the most important thing. I could talk and talk and talk and talk about this, but I'm going to wrap this up. Ask me questions in the comments. I think this would be a great way to do some Q&A stuff. Again, I talk with a lot of you guys, and so I talk about things that often get brought up on those calls. But if you've got questions about growing your fans, about releasing your music, about producing music, really anything that comes along with growing your business. I've been helping some artists that I'm working with on their finances, getting ready for looking forward to taxes next year. Any of that kind of stuff, I'm glad to help. If we need to schedule a chat, I'm game to do that too. So I do a bunch of free calls, but you don't have to be a client of mine. I'd love to be clients, or I'd love to work with some of you guys as clients, but we need to make sure that we're a good fit. But even if you're not going to work with me, even if I'm never going to make a cent, I'm glad to help, because when more artists that have something significant to say are able to say it and be heard, we all win. So anyway, have an awesome day, guys. Remember, value. That's the most important thing. All right, see you next time. Hit me up with any questions, and we'll see if we can chat about them the next time.